Is online dating about to die out? In this video, we're going to analyze a series of reports about the downfall of dating apps in the last 2 years and what this means for the future. In case you're not familiar, the vast majority of dating apps are owned by one corporate conglomerate. They're named Match Group, and they own Tinder, they own Hinge, they own OkCupid, they own just about every other dating app on the market. And recently, they haven't been doing so good. Take a look at this article from Bloomberg News. It says, Match posts 6 straight decline in Tinder users, shares fall. Here we have a quote. Tinder, its largest dating app, fell for 6 straight quarters, shares slid 5%. This may not seem like much, but they're actually doing mass layoffs because of this. Paying customers on the platform were down 9% from a year earlier. Again, pretty significant. Here we can see a nice little chart. So we can see Tinder, they were growing through 2022, right? And around end of 2022, they start going downhill and they start losing subscribers, right? The user base starts getting smaller and smaller, and this eventually catches up to their profit. Now, of course, there's a little bit of delay here, but eventually they start losing money as well, which is why they've been panicking. But why is this happening in the first place? And the answer might be something called dating app burnout. Take a look at this article from Forbes Health. It says 79% of Gen Z report dating app burnout. Here they have a breakdown, so it's 80% of women and 74% of men feel burnt out on dating app. It's a very, very high percentage. Here they break down why people feel burned out. So the number one reason is failure to find a good connection with someone. That's at 40%. Then second place, being disappointed by people, being ghosted or lied to, feeling of being rejected, messaging multiple people or having repetitive conversations, swiping through potential matches, and time spent using dating apps. And I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. That's exactly what the dating app companies want, because they don't get paid if you go ahead and find someone that you match with and you have a successful relationship, because then you're not gonna be a customer anymore. You're gonna be an ex-customer. What they wanna do is keep you on the app as long as possible, which is why a lot of people are reporting not finding the kind of quality connections they want, because the whole point of the dating app isn't to give you what you want, it's to keep you on the app, because that's how they're going to make the most amount of money from you. Unfortunately, this is starting to come back and bite them in the ass. This leads us to the next question, which is how are people meeting if it's not dating apps? To answer this, we're going to take a look at a little survey that someone named Sydney Meister did, where she went out and just talked to a bunch of people in real life and asked them, hey, how do you meet your last date? Something I've also done as well. And the title of the article is The Singles Have Spoken, Dating Apps Are Out. Here's the old but new trend that's taking their place. She found that 53% of people said they met their last date at a bar. Also high up there was meeting their last date through a mutual friend or some kind of hobby group. According to her, something like 20-25% of people meet their last date off a dating app. And this kind of coincides more or less with the results I got when I did my screen reviews, where I found that maybe 1 out of 3 couples met their date on a dating app. The majority of them met in real life. Yes, that still happens. So here we have some other interesting information. She says out of the 37 straight men she spoke to, 8 of them were using Instagram in lieu of dating apps. Dan25 says Instagram is the biggest dating app on the planet, period, which is also something important to observe because Instagram usage has not slowed down, it has increased. Here we have another quote which I think perfectly summarizes the issue. This is from someone named Julia, who's 26 years old. The apps are fucked. It used to be that you match with someone cute, talk for a while, and grab drinks that week. Now it's more like you match, take days to respond to each other, and eventually forget why you like them in the first place. The conversation drops, and you're not even going on a first date before you're rejected. And this is not a coincidence. There's a reason why pretty much everyone, including the girl in the article, preferred what Tinder was like in the early days, because back then the algorithm was so much better. The whole goal wasn't to just keep you on the app and kind of a hamster in the wheel. Tinder was free back in those days, and their whole goal was to collect as much data as possible so they could sell it to the highest bidder, which is messed up to begin with. However, things have become a lot worse. Tinder eventually realized they actually have a good business model on their hand, and they started selling paid versions of Tinder. Then it became Tinder Gold, Tinder Platinum, Tinder Boost, Tinder Super Likes, and Tinder whatever. Now they have actually a $500 version of Tinder. That's insane, it's gone. And the whole point of the algorithm has changed. It's no longer to match you with the person that you would like. It's instead designed to give you just enough so that you don't quit the app, so you don't become discouraged, but not enough that you actually meet someone that you like and you quit the app, because there's no money in that. The whole point is to keep you on the app as much as possible so you spend as much money as possible. It has become pay to play, and this is frustrating the hell out of all of its users, and this is why so many people are saying, screw this. I want to find an alternative, and if there's no other alternative on dating apps, I'm just gonna go out and meet people in real life. In conclusion, do I think that online dating is going to die? Well, no, I just think it hit a bump in the road. Pretty soon there's going to be a new dating app that's going to come on the market that's going to fix a lot of the issues that the current dating app users are having. In fact, there's already been some. You have Rye, you have The League, you have Field, which are not my favorite apps, but they're gaining more users than they're losing because their algorithms are a lot better. and pretty soon you're gonna have more dating apps that prioritize user experience over making as much money as possible. All you need to do is to have a dating app basically take a version of the Tinder algorithm from 2014, and it's gonna be much more successful. These current dating app conglomerates have overplayed their hand and completely destroyed their brand, and it's time for new innovation, which is definitely gonna happen, especially in the marketplace that we live in. And so that's the good news, is that you don't have to worry about online dating being dead. You just have to watch out for the next new app that's gonna come out in the market. If you guys found this video valuable, make sure you check out Free Tinder Guide so you're ready for the new dating app. It shows you how to get good photos so you get more matches, how to write the kind of bio that makes you stand out, and of course text game, so you can take all those girls you can meet on Instagram and everywhere else and turn them into dates. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.